We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dazzle?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Don't go for anything big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff.
Are they gonna have anything like that?
That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary.
Oh, cool. That sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying. I'm good at that.
Hey, is this really okay?
It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children in their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults, as you've seen.
Hey,
Oh, Dazzle. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
All right, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions. Let's tell the guards about it, and then put it all behind us.
Okay.
I can't do that!
Hey, Rose!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves!
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alicia and the people of Lady Lake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word?
Well,
Give it up, kid.
what else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works, but it still pains the heart.
Yeah. Hey, isn't this an Earth in Historia?
Oh, that. That was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor. Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too!
It looked like it took place at the shrine church in Pendrago, and that was Maltellus's crest.
Was his Prime Lord Maltellus?
Please excuse me for a moment. Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, judging from circumstantial evidence, I'd say there's a major chance that Maltellus is mixed up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah, but let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lila's stuck in there.
Oops, sorry, I forgot.
Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Highland is moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule, but even so.
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Saray, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame, you just missed meeting my master.
Alicia, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Alicia,
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Are you sure you don't want to tell Alicia the truth about me?
well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Alicia will see it through.
Do you really think so? You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
Are we not able to tell Alicia the truth about Maltran? Because we can't actually believe in Alicia, even when we really want to?
She's just trying to provoke you.
Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I agree. It appears harming Alicia is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right?
You sure told her off.
Saray looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Alicia the truth about her master.
Alicia really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her, don't hold back. Otherwise, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get so serious. It'll be fine. Come on, stay psyched up.
Right.
Bunch of hopeless delinquents. Those street kids in Lady Lake.
Well, if society's abandoned them, I don't know. Is there any other way for them to survive besides a life of crime?
It is a sad era we live in.
Give me a break. If you have to do wrong to trudge onward, you do so knowing the burden of that wrong. You hide that dark shadow within yourself and keep pressing on. Those kids weren't like that. They just went astray.
Hey, don't look at me when you say that.
Rose, so those are the things you have to think about, huh?
I don't think, I just do. Ugh, let's stop talking about this.
You mean you're just spontaneous? That's awesome.
Yes. No matter the circumstances, it's up to each person to decide how she wants to live her life and for what she must be held accountable. But Rose understands that instinctively, without thinking. Very impressive.
Seriously, can we change the subject?
Maybe the experience of abandonment will get those kids to realize the importance of responsibility. Thanks to you guys pointing them in the right direction.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it were that easy, the age of chaos would be over already.
Is there any sort of rhyme or reason to what happens when you fuse equipment?
Great question, Rose. You're right. There's nothing random in the fusion of equipment.
Can you just tell it to me short and simple before I fall asleep?
Sure. First, the rules for fusing two different equipment skills only apply to those located in the same slot.
So it actually does matter which slot each skill is positioned at.
Yes, what skill is placed in which slot is a very important factor in equipment fusion.
So it's important to...
Well, it's... Huh? Are you asleep?
Hello. Is Alicia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes, she's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire.
There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, Even Alicia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Alicia.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alicia that I'll come visit again.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
Hey, you there! Take this to the inn.
You! This is all your damn fault!
Hurry up, kid!
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it did make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Saray.
Don't move. You are under arrest for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Alicia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Rowlands in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rowlands and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rowlands has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
This is a major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
Wow, I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions.
So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Mautellus, then...
When Mautellus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities.
I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
I wonder what happened to Alicia.
Let's go to her house.
Saray, wait!
How did it go?
Fortunately, we were able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
That must have been hard.
Don't worry, it's fine. I did go a bit too far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father. So everyone forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady!
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea.
Let's leave her alone, just for a moment.
Right.
Being a princess sure sounds rough.
Nations and politics are like an entwined spiderweb full of people's desires. If you are too full of ideals, you'll be entangled in the web instantly.
But still, I don't want to say that Alicia's completely wrong.
Especially since we know the reason why she's been working so hard.
In times like these, Alicia's straightforwardness is a truly valuable asset. However, a sword that is too hard can break easily.
True, and besides, Alicia does make sound arguments.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's like, you know how if someone pointed out your wrongdoings, it really hits you? You'd probably get discouraged, or even snap.
They're only human, after all.
Meaning that by pushing her sharp reasoning on others, it causes cognitive dissonance and turns people against her. So that's it.
Even though she's right, she's met with hostility. And she faces her challengers straight on, which in turn only brings forth even more hostility.
So that's why she worries so.
What a pain.
I'm sure it's tough on her.
However, I don't think Alicia's feelings are completely misguided. Though we may need to assess the situation to know for sure.
Alicia isn't the only one. I need to see for myself as well.